What it do, what it do, what it do, good people, coming to you live from Tez TV 410. I'm your host, Tez Dean. Listen here, people, I'm a little bit excited today. So I'm trying to calm myself down, but I'm a little excited today. We got a national championship in the building right now. King, can you speak your name?
My name is Eddie Oliver.
Eddie, I appreciate you, and I'm humbled by you even joining the platform. You know, I need to. Can you tell the people where you from, where you grew up at?
Well, I was born and raised in Baltimore City, East Baltimore, in the area of Kirk Avenue, Asquith Street. That's where I was born and raised.
East Baltimore, East Baltimore. We're gonna get straight to it. What since for you? What elementary school did you go to?
I attended Coldstream Park Elementary School, number 31.
Okay. And from Cold Spring, where did you go?
From Coldstream Park, I went to Northern Parkway Junior High School.
Oh, my father went to Northern Parkway. Yeah, so I heard about the Northern Parkway story.
Oh yeah.
Now, you played from East Baltimore. You had your Cecil Kirks, your Islanders, but you played for Madison.
Well, I first I played with Coldstream Recreation Center. Me and Dwayne Farrell.
Okay.
And then word got around that we were good, and someone directed us to Madison Square Recreation Center. And we played for the Madison Buccaneers during the winter ball and summer ball.
Now, can you tell the people, if you can remember around that time, how was the atmosphere playing ball and the different teams you was playing against? Because there was a lot of talent at this time.
Back then, we had so much talent in East Baltimore, from the Muggsy Bogues to the Rudy Archers to the Melvin Bartees to the Kevin McDuffies, the Derek Lewises, the Reggie Lewises, the David Wingates. That's our era. That's my era.
Now, when I say golden era, people, and the reason why I say golden era, because they was winning national championships. They weren't just ranked teams. They was winning national championships. But before we get there, now you playing with Madison, y'all playing against a bunch of competition. How did y'all see the picture of him at Calvert Hall? But let the people know, was it always going to be Calvert Hall, or where would you think about going to another school?
Well, since we lived in East Baltimore, the closest public school to us was Lake Clifton. I had a lot of opportunities as far as high schools. I could have went to Lake Clifton. Catholic schools, I could have went to Cardinal Gibbons, Towson Catholic, Mount St. Joe, Loyola. But I chose Calvert Hall. And the reason why I chose Calvert Hall is that Coach Amatucci was recruiting, trying to start something at the Calvert Hall. So the first player that he recruited was a guy by the name of David Blackwell, and then Daryl Edwards, then Paul Edwards. Then came Mark Wilson and Pop Tubman. They also played with us at the Buccaneers. So once they went to Calvert Hall, it was me, Dwayne, and Vernon left on the Buccaneers.
Okay.
So they wanted some more players. Once Dwayne went, we grew up together since we was 5 years old. Once Dwayne went to Calvert Hall, I had no choice but to go.
Yeah.
Had to follow him. And that's how it started.
Now, people, see, he gonna be modest, right? He gonna be modest. Now, y'all heard something. He's now gave y'all a jewel. Now, this was Coach Mark Amatucci. This was the second time around at Calvert Hall, wasn't it?
Correct. Yes.
So now, this second time around, he knew to go in town. This is like some Michigan type stuff right here. Let me go get them Buccaneers, and he started something. Y'all started something.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all started something special, and it's still going on today.
Yes.
You know, so going to Calvert Hall, can you tell the people what was the difference? Like, you coming from a city school, now you're in the Catholic League. You're in the Catholic school your freshman year.
Well,
how was that at that time?
The Catholic Calvert Hall is a preparatory school.
Okay.
So it prepares you, a preparatory school, it prepares you for college. It might be some days where I might just have one class.
Okay.
You know, within as for a public school, you know, you have a class every day, classes every day. I might have 2 classes Monday. I might have no classes on Tuesday.
Okay.
And, you know, 1 class Wednesday, 1 class Thursday, 3 classes Friday. You had your own schedule. Everybody at Calvert Hall had an individual schedule. In my 10th grade year, I had trigonometry. I mean, I didn't know what trigonometry was.
Right. I couldn't stand that.
But I had a lot of tutoring. We all had a lot of tutoring, and we made it through.
Now, did you play? Let's talk about the basketball a little bit. Did you play JV or did you go straight to varsity?
I went straight to varsity. Well, Buccaneers. I played 3 years with the Buccaneers. I'm the only Buccaneer to ever play 3 years. Dwayne went to Calvert Hall in the 9th grade.
Okay.
By me having another year with the Buccaneers, I didn't go to Calvert Hall till I was in the 10th grade.
Right.
And I went straight to varsity.
Right.
10th, 11th, and 12th.
Now, people, this was common at the time because they did this a lot in football. You know what I'm saying? They did it a lot in football. And Coach Herman from Bentlow used to do that a lot with his players up Towson Catholic. So at this time, playing winter ball in the 9th grade, that wasn't out the norm. Now, but your 10th grade, you playing on varsity. Now, the Catholic lead is thick.
Yes.
You had your Gibbons.
Oh, yeah.
You had your Towson Catholic.
Yeah.
You had your St. Francis.
Yeah.
You had, I mean, your Mount St. Joseph. I mean, the list goes on, and y'all was traveling.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Talk to the people about it.
We had a tough schedule. It was a lot of pressure on us in my 10th grade year because we was ranked number 1 in the nation. Las Vegas Prep Holiday Classic, the Spectrum Pepsi Cola Tournament, Kentucky, University of Kentucky tournament. We had a hectic schedule, and we kept our grades up at the same time. So it wasn't easy being, you know, having a schedule like that and keeping your grades up by being so young.
Right.
But we did it. We did it.
That structure.
Yes.
Can you talk to the people a little bit about Coach Mark Amatucci?
Mark Amatucci is a hell of a coach. He brings the best. Even when you don't see the best, he brings the best out you. Our practices were like games.
Okay.
3-4 hours. Sometimes we might practice twice a day. Before a tournament, we have a morning walkthrough practice. It's supposed to be just a walkthrough, but we wind up playing. And like I said, our practices were like games, man. It was amazing.
Man. Now, your 10th grade year, did you play a lot?
I played a lot my 10th grade year. Yeah.
What was the first of all, your 10th grade year, what player? Because everybody, when you get to varsity, you get this moment when he's good. Who was that guy when you first got to varsity, other than Dwayne, other than the people on your team? Who was the guy or guys that you was like, oh, every time we play against them, just gonna be a dog fight. Every time me and him match up, I know I'm gonna get his best and I'm gonna give him my best.
Johnny Dawkins. Johnny Dawkins played for Mackin High School in Washington, D.C. A hell of a player. We played them in Mackin in D.C. And every time he would take a shot, every time he would shoot, the crowd would go woo, and they go all violence. Johnny Dawkins. Then we played against Michael Graham, Spring Gun. He was another top player. Is Tommy Amica. It's so many. It's so many.
Man, you didn't play against you see the names he dropping, right? These guys that went on to play college, pro, coaches now, yeah. Y'all went through it.
Oh yeah.
Now, did y'all? What were the standards towards your 10th grade year?
My 10th grade year, I was sometimes I was six man, sometimes I was seventh man. I was averaging around 8 to 10 points a game.
Okay.
3 to 5 rebounds, 3 to 4 assists.
Catholic League. Who won the Catholic League that year?
We won the Catholic League.
Oh, okay.
Calvert Hall won the Catholic League. We've been winning the Catholic League since the guys from Madison arrived.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
That summer, I'm gonna walk. We can go slow with this. That summer, going into your junior year, did you go to any camps? And do you remember? Did you play in any? Did you go to any camps? One locally, did you play? I know you played BNBL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did
you play any neighborhood leagues? Did you play in any of those things? Talk to people about that summer, because if y'all a top 5 team nationally, I'm pretty sure now you got the coaches coming.
Yeah,
you got the coaches coming, and Eddie, you wasn't, like I said. I'm reading the articles. You wasn't just a player on that team. You know what I'm saying? Like you really put your stamp on it, and your coaches like, oh, we need him out there because you did so much on the court.
Yes.
So tell the people, how was your mind going into your 11th grade year? You know, sometimes some people get big headed. Mm-hmm. You know, some people get nervous, afraid of the moment. Mm-hmm. Talk to the people.
Well, as when I was in the 10th grade, the top camp in the world is called 5 Star. Mm-hmm. Ran by Howard Garfinkel. Mm-hmm. And me and Dwayne Farrell went to 5 Star in the 10th grade. When we got there, I mean, it's so many top high school players in the country. Once we stayed there a week, did the drills and went through the whole course. It was a basketball magazine back then called Street and Smith. Mm-hmm. And I just happened to read it. And as a 10th grader, I made second team All-American in Street and Smith magazine. So like I said early in this interview, Coach Amatusi brings the best out of his players. If you're not giving him 100%, he'll grab you off the floor, whether it's a game or whether it's in practice, he'll take you off the floor. So, and then, you know, we didn't only practice once we got in the gym. Mm-hmm. We also practice when we're not at school.
Okay.
That's what a lot of kids don't do today. They don't practice on their own.
Right.
You know, we stayed at the basketball courts and the playgrounds in the area, played all day, sun up to sundown, making ourselves better. Mm-hmm. That's how you get better. Facts. And you gotta want it.
Facts.
You gotta want it. If you don't want it, you're just wasting your time.
Facts. And high school is gonna show. Yeah. High school is gonna show who won it and who don't. It's definitely gonna show.
Oh yeah.
Now we're going into your junior year. Mm-hmm. You're going into your junior year. We're gonna have to discuss this Dunbar, this national championship.
Yeah.
But this was your senior year. How many national championships y'all win?
We have one national championship. Uh-huh. That was my 10th grade year.
Your 10th grade year.
We was ranked number 1 in the nation.
So let's back this up, because you had some say Dunbar was a national champion. I read that it said y'all was a national champion. But let's talk about that.
Okay, that 10th grade year for me, Dwayne, and Vernon Hill. The year, well, let me back it up. Before I got to Calvert Hall, because I didn't go there in 9th grade. I played with the Buccaneers in 9th grade. Dwayne Farrell went to Calvert Hall in 9th grade. They played Dunbar at Towson State in the triple overtime. Mm-hmm. At that time, Muggsy Bogues, he wasn't there yet. Okay. The starting 5 for Dunbar at that time was Daryl Woods, we call him Turtle, mm-hmm. David Wingate, Reggie Williams, Gary Graham, and a guy by the name of Cofield. Mm-hmm. That's who started for Dunbar. For Calvert Hall, it was Mark Wilson, Pop Tubman, Dwayne Farrell, Paul, and Daryl Edwards. beat them in a triple overtime loss at Towson State. And still to this day, that's the best high school game ever played.
Yeah.
Still to this day. You're talking about 40 years later.
Man, and at this time, what was the atmosphere at this time? You had Calvert and Dunbar. Was the fans, because I looked at an interview with Coach Wade, and this maybe been your junior year. I don't know if y'all didn't play him. Yeah, y'all didn't play him. I don't think y'all played him. So they asked him, "You think Coach Mark is scared to play y'all?" And he had too much respect. He was like, "No," because Coach Mark, what do you say, Coach Tucci? He's a competitor. He's a friend of mine. He's a competitor. He don't run from anything. He's just protecting his players. He's doing what's best for his players. So I need you to straighten me out. Right?
Got you.
I need you to straighten me out. Was it that your sophomore year that y'all? I mean, your junior year that y'all didn't play him?
Mm-hmm.
And what was the thoughts and what was going through your mind at the time?
Well, what had happened, we will play them, but we will play them after the Alhambra tournament. The Alhambra tournament is the most important tournament in the Catholic League.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Bob Wade and Coach Amatucci talked about it. The reason why we didn't play is because Bob Wade wanted to play before the Alhambra tournament.
Okay.
And we wanted to play Dunbar, but we had to play them after the Alhambra tournament. So Mr. Wade couldn't wait till then. It was either before or never. So that's why we never played.
Okay. And that's understandable on both. That's understandable on both sides.
I mean, you got the city public school, which was the Port Laker tournament.
Yeah.
That's the most important tournament in the city schools. And that's how the Alhambra tournament is. It's the most important tournament in the Catholic League.
Now, me not putting words in Coach Wade's mouth, but me just trying to read in between the lines that he wanted to play y'all before Alhambra.
Mm-hmm.
After that loss that they took the year before, he wanted y'all to stink. He wanted that to stink.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that was smart by Coach Tucci. Like, all right, we'll play y'all. I'm not ducking you anything.
Right.
But I had to get you this Alhambra tournament.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to chance that.
You got to realize we already beat them in the triple overtime. So pretty much you wait on us.
Yeah. I understood that. I get it.
Pretty much you wait on us.
I get it.
We'll play you. And the coach asked us, yeah, we want to play him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we want to play him. But it's going to have to be after the Alhambra, not before.
Now talk to us about the Alhambra tournament.
The Alhambra tournament is the biggest and the most important tournament in the Catholic League. It's held in Cumberland, Maryland at Frostburg State College.
And what type of players? Let's get there.
You got your Cardinal Gibbons at that time, Marty Johnson, Tim Coles went to play for Connecticut. Johnny Dawkins, Dominic Presley, Danny Ferry. Is so many guys that played in the Alhambra tournament.
Now, how y'all won an Alhambra tournament?
Yes.
All right, now y'all won an Alhambra tournament. Y'all finished number 1 in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Prep national champions.
Mm-hmm.
Going into your junior year, the start of your junior year, your mindset. Was you thinking, are we going to repeat? Oh, talk to the people.
We had the team, even though our top players, Paul Edwards, Mark Wilson, Pop Tubman, had graduated. Me, Dwayne, and Vernon Hill, that played in our 10th grade year on varsity. We were returning players. Then we got a guy by the name of Kirk Lee.
Mm.
Kirk Lee was a tremendous help. We had another big man, 6'5", named Kelly Williamson.
Okay.
We had another guard by the name of Bobby Graves. So now we're set. My junior year, we were ranked number 3.
Okay.
In the country, in the nation.
Mm.
I think we had 2 losses. But we played, it's a tournament at Towson State called the Beltway Classic.
Okay.
We played Dunbar. Mike Brown, Tree, Hammond Harry, Keith James, Tim Dawson, Derek Lewis, and we beat Dunbar.
Yeah.
We beat Dunbar. And can I explain to the people?
Yes,
can I run it down to them?
Man, run it down. This is your platform right now.
It was like they were beaten by Calvert Hall, and Mr. Wade got so upset that he threw a chair.
Oh.
He threw a chair on the court.
He went Bob Knight on him.
He went Bob Knight on him. Whether we were down, and spectators were leaving because they thought the game was over. When the people woke up Sunday morning and read the paper, they were in for a surprise.
Now, listen, because you spoke on the people just now. Now, people, when you talk about they played in pack houses and things of that nature, tell them people, talk to them.
Towson State University is a Division I school, so I don't know the capacity of how much it holds, but whatever it was sold out. It was so sold out that they had to turn people away. Standing room only. When we played Dunbar my junior year.
Now, your junior year, y'all ranked. What type of pressure did y'all face that year? Did you feel any pressure yourself? Like, you know what, we can't lose. That pressure with you playing, but you really not playing. You playing not to lose. Did you ever get like that?
Yeah, but the pressure was from the previous year.
Okay.
See, the previous year we was ranked number 1. And so my junior year, before the season start, magazine come out and had Calvert Hall ranked number 3, in which is still good. So we had to try to keep that ranking either at 3 or higher. So it was tremendous pressure. One thing I can say, nobody on that team was big-headed. That didn't count for that. That was no good for Calvert Hall basketball. We all stayed humble. We all stayed loyal, and we just worked hard. See, we had big hearts.
Okay.
We had big hearts. So, and we had work ethic.
I mean, y'all came from Madison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the DNA coming from up out of there.
That's where it all started.
You know, that's where it started. And Coach Mark, he understood what he had.
Oh, yes.
Now let's talk about the Catholic League. What teams almost pulled the upset your junior year?
Once again, the Mather was the top team also in the Catholic League. They had Danny Ferry, Carlton Valentine, Benny Bolton, Quentin Jackson. See, these guys went to Duke and NC State. As far as in Baltimore, you had the Cardinal Gibbons, you had the Towson Catholics, you had your Loyolas, you had your St. Joe's. So the competition was still high. It was still high, just like it was in 10th grade year. It was still high. All the games will always be played above the rim. Always played above the rim.
Now, people, y'all looking at me going in and out of my screen, but this Eddie number 22 right behind me. That's Eddie right there, number 22 right behind me. Now, y'all won a Catholic League your junior year?
Yes.
So now you got 2 Catholic League. What about Alhambra?
We didn't win the Alhambra, but we won the Catholic League. I can't remember who won the Alhambra.
They said it's hard.
It's hard.
They said it's hard.
Yeah, the competition is high. The competition is high.
I don't know where it's at, and I'm pretty sure it's probably still the same way because it's something about the Catholic League. Yeah, I love the Catholic League. Yeah, so
you have all your college. I mean, you have your college coaches throughout the season at games, but when it's the Alhambra tournament, it has so many college coaches. That's how you get your chance to shine, just like the NCAA tournament. you know, that's how you get the chance to shine. You get the chance to be looked at. It's amazing.
Now, let's go into your senior year. Senior year, you the big dog now. You the big dog on campus. What was your mindset, and what new guys came in to help y'all?
We still had the Kirk Lee,
Mm-hmm.
Myself, Dwayne Farrell, Vernon Hill, Kelly Williamson, Bobby Graves, a guy by the name of Jeff Nattens.
Mm-hmm.
We still had our same guys. Schedule was still hectic. We always have a tough schedule. But me, Dwayne, and Vernon were seniors, so we had to set examples and show the team that
Y'all standard.
that we standard. Exactly.
Yeah, the standard.
Exactly.
Now, was there any the games y'all won a Catholic League again your senior year, right?
Correct.
And the Al Hammer your senior year. Who did y'all go to the championship?
Well, we went to the championship. We won the Catholic League tournament. We played, I think it was St. Joe out UMBC for the tournament. We won that, but the Alhambra tournament, we didn't win that my senior year. I think that was won by St. Joe.
Okay.
From Pennsylvania. I think they won, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, now, because I'm tallying up. You had a wonderful career before you get the platform right now. You got a Catholic League, 2 Catholic Leagues, a national championship. You ain't get no Alhambras.
Right.
You ain't get no Alhambra. But a national championship and 2 Catholic Leagues, and ranked in the country at this time.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what schools was you looking at?
Well, I had Jim Valvano had NC State.
Mm-hmm.
I had NC State. I had University of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I had University of Virginia.
All high D1s.
Yeah, I had a couple D2 schools. But like I said, Calvert Hall is a preparatory school. My grades weren't good enough to get into the Division I's, NC State and stuff like that. I actually went on a visit to NC State, but I couldn't get in far as because of my grades.
So you'd have picked NC State if you could have got if you'd have got in.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you go to junior college?
I went to the best JUCO in the nation, and it's called San Jacinto Junior College from Spoon James from Baltimore to Walter Berry, and a guy by the name of Liddell Eccles and Lou Hill.
Okay.
We played on that championship team.
So you still win the championship?
Yes.
Now, hey, people, I'm reading the article, right? I'm gonna back it up just a little bit. This is when you're at Calvert Hall. This is your senior year. Y'all have a tournament in Virginia. You sprain your ankle. You come back and you play in a game. You didn't score any points, but you still put your paws on that game.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. It was Loyola.
Okay.
Loyola College. We had a game in Virginia before we played Loyola, and my ankle was sprained. And we played the game at Loyola, and we couldn't lose this game. I couldn't do the things that I wanted to do on the court, but just my presence and my passing ability and things like that brung us on top with a win.
Now, the paper said you end up had to play their center because the center wasn't doing too much moving.
When you do your homework, man. Do your homework, man.
You know that games like that, right? And the coach still have so much confidence and trust you so much, man. That speaks volumes. Speaks volumes.
Yeah.
You go to junior college, St. Jack. So you still playing against high competition.
Oh yeah.
You win a championship. You win a championship down there.
Yes.
Did you go to another college after that?
I went to West Texas State.
West Texas State.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. I went to West Texas State. I went to San Jacinto for 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Then I transferred to Hagerstown.
Okay.
For 1 year, and then I went to West Texas State.
Okay.
And,
how was that down there in Texas?
It's in the South. The competition was high. It was tremendous. I did do 2 years, but I never walked across the stage.
Okay.
I didn't play. I went overseas for a couple of years over South America
Mm-hmm.
in Bogota.
Okay.
And I played over there for a couple of years, and the rest is history.
Now I'm about to give you the floor, right? Because I want you to tell the people about your era of basketball and how you feel and how you felt about it. Because this is how I feel. If I'd have known half what I know now about the history that came before me, I feel like I probably could even put out even more better effort than what I did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And understanding the rich, it's like every school has some history. Every school, and I ain't even talking about going to the political side and all this. I'm just talking about just genuine, good sports, good basketball here. So I want you got the floor. Before we get off here, you have the floor. Talk about your era. Talk about your era. Talk about yourself, how you felt at this time around all these good guys, and you one of those guys, you know, just talk to the people.
Well, with the Madison Buccaneers, we played 10-12, but I might have played 12-14.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't always play the age group.
Mm.
We always played above the age group. 18 to 15 and under, I was playing 18 and under.
Yeah.
18 and under, I was playing unlimited.
Yeah.
That's how it was then. And a lot of kids don't do that today. When you at a certain age, but you play with guys that's bigger and older than you, that's how you make your game better. I just stayed at it. That's how it's always been. Always stuck. Me and Dwayne Farrell always stuck together. We grew up together. And it's another guy that grew up with us by the name of Melvin Bartee.
Yeah, from Lake Clifton?
Played at Lake Clifton.
Shout out to Melvin.
Shout out to you, Melvin. Love you, man. We all lived in the same block.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. How was those conversations on a summer night?
Woo.
How was those conversations?
Woo. We stayed at the courts, the outside playground courts all day. And me, Dwayne, and Melvin Bartee will always be on the same team.
Oh, y'all know y'all wasn't right. Y'all know y'all was not right, man.
Yeah, man.
Now listen, Melvin Bartee, another score. I'm talking about pick the ball up. Yeah, pick the ball up.
Lake Clifton High School, Northeastern University. Backcourt teammate was Reggie Lewis.
Yeah. Man, so rich.
Oh yeah.
Now, before we get up off of here, is there anything you like to say? Anything you like to promote? The floor is yours.
Calvert Hall has a documentary that's coming out in 2022. It's called More Than Buckets. You can look it up on YouTube, and as of right now, it's just going to give you little bits and pieces. But it comes out next year of 22, and you're going to hear the story for those who don't know the true story. You're going to hear the story of Calvert Hall. Dunbar High School had their documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time for people to hear ours.
Yes, indeed.
If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be presented on 30 for 30
mm-hmm.
and Showtime.
Yeah.
So people can hear the real story of the Calvert Hall Dunbar robbery.
Already. Now listen here, I'd like to thank you again.
Thank you, brother.
For joining the show,
man. Oh yeah.
And the platform, like I tell you, you've been on here now, so the platform is always yours. Hopefully one day we will be able to get you and your teammates or some of your opponents here, and we'll chop it up and talk, man.
Oh yeah.
Man, listen, y'all, coming live from Taz TV, and we out of here.